All right, guys. So some of you have asked me about flexibility, stretching, improving overall elasticity in your body. So stretching is really important because it helps you feel lubricated, not drunk, not lubing up for sun, but lubricated, like less stiff. Overall, just motion, you know? Rah! So we're going to focus on the hips and the low back because that's like the main area that people have been talking to me about. So I'm going to do primarily a lower body one, and then I'll supplement this later this week with an upper body one. So you can do this before bed, you can do this during the day, you can do this where you need. It's going to be a dynamic and static stretch combination. Now, the static stretch, if it's early in the day, you want to make sure, and the static one is where you don't move. The static one is where you're not holding it for too long, especially in the early day, just because your muscles can snap if they're not loose. And so with that, you'd actually come in and out of it. If we are doing the dynamic one, you want to make sure that you're keeping them nice and slow, nice and fluid. So we're going to focus on the lower body today, so we're just going to get going. Good, it's open. Just want to make sure. So we're going to start with slow marches. This is just going to open up the hip flexors. Just open up the hip flexors, loosen up the hamstrings, get you that nice butt you've always wanted, the usual. Yes, I'm wearing slippers. You can do this in your PJs. So you just want to keep marching nice and slow until you feel somewhat of a burn. Now, when you're doing these stretches, you never want pain. You always want to pull. If you have pain, I call it going to the point before the pain. You go to the point where you have the pain, and then you just come slightly back. So I use my finger as an example. If I get pain here, you're going to I'm actually going to come back all the way, and I'm going to go to about here. Not here, but here. So then that way I can get right before the pain happens so that I can get that stretch in so that we can kind of play around with it, grow the muscle properly, and repair that. So we're doing our high knees, nice and slow. This works your balance as you're going onto one foot and helps with overall body stability. We're going to go into butt kicks, nice and slow. And if you can't get all the way to your bum, that's fine. Gives you pain, just go as high as you can without pain, even if it's here. That's all you need. We all start somewhere. Whew. Keep going. Feel the burn. And pull. Just kidding, we're not going that intense. And we're going to do hip openers. You're going to rotate, probably lose your balance a few times. It's all good. Try to keep your hips facing forward, not forward. See my hands? Trying to get higher each time you do it. We're going to go into a quad stretch. So you're going to bring your foot up and hold and back down. Up and hold and back down. Hold and back down. Up and hold and back down. Now you're just going to hold for 5 deep breaths. Let it all out. Go back. You can bounce on the wall. You can use a friend. You can use your dog. Mine's not here. We're on vacation. And switch. And up and down. Feeling it in the front of the leg, your quad. Ooh, lose your slipper. Now hold. Ready? Bring it up. You're going to give me 5 deep breaths. You feel that in the upper hip flexor and in the lower quad. 5 deep breaths. Let it all out. Bring it all in. Let it all out. From there, we're going to do our hamstrings. Cool. So you're going to kick the one leg forward. So you're going to actually stretch this hamstring. Put your butt back. Bend the other knee. I'm going to feel it in the back leg. Deep breaths. Keep your back straight. And if you have your hand on your leg, it's not on your knee, it's just below or above. Now from here, you can arch your back and pull on your toe to engage more hamstring and your shoulders. But you're not like pulling your foot all the way up, you're just using it as leverage for the shoulders. Nice deep breaths and switch. That leg forward, straight back. Nice deep breaths. Nice and relaxing stretch. Just do a little bit of housekeeping. And fold and pull for the shoulder-rinos. You're going to release. So from here, we're going to do our side lunge. You're going to take your feet wide, and you're going to come down. So your butt actually goes back. You bend this knee, both feet face forward. You're going to come down and up. You're going to do that about 10 times. After the 10th one, you're going to hold, and you're going to hold for 5 breaths. You're going to either put your weight here, or if you're able to go all the way down, you can go onto your knee and sit your butt down and feel that stretch. You're going to come back up. You're going to switch, and you're going to do the other side. You're going to go all the way to 10, and then you're going to go down and hold. Nice deep breaths. And if you can, you're going to go down to your knee, and you're going to feel that stretch in the groin. Nice deep breaths, and you're going to come up. So we focused on the inside, upper, back, bum. Now we're going to focus on the core and the torso. So what I want you to do is I want you to take your hands wide, and you're just going to switch direction. Trying to keep the hips facing forward so that you get that really in by the shoulder blades, your traps. This is helping you get the rotation in your spine. Ooh, what's that? Ooh. Keep spinning. Don't pay attention to me. And now the next one you're going to hold for 5 deep breaths. You're going to take your hands, you're going to go on opposite sides of the hips if you can, and you're going to rotate the hips and you're going to pull. Keeping the feet facing forward, trying to push the hips forward as much as you can. And switch. Nice deep breath. All right, small knife down. There you go. So that's going to help you increase your flexibility. That's going to increase your elasticity in your muscles. It's going to help you feel less stiff. It's going to help with everything. I'm going to come back at you guys with a upper body, arms, shoulders, core, all that kind of good stuff with you in a couple days. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.